Moving on from there now, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission has recovered wiretapping equipment allegedly capable of tapping conversations and sensitive security documents from the Abuja residence of former Governor Nasir El-Rufai. The ICPC says all the suspected items were retrieved in the presence of the former governor's wife, Hadiza, and his son, Muhammad Bello, during a search on the former governor's residence. The agency also alleged that the former governor declined to cooperate with investigators and that an aide of the former governor linked to the investigation had escaped from the country. The commission also says it obtained a legal order from a magistrate court in Buhari in the Federal Capital Territory to detain Mr. El-Rufai for 14 days, which is due to expire on Thursday. It denied allegations of arbitrary detention and repression of the former governor and asked the High Court of Justice of the Federal Capital Territory to dismiss Mr. El-Rufai's application alleging violation of his fundamental human rights. Meanwhile, the family of former Governor Nasir El-Rufai has condemned the allegation of recovering sophisticated phone tapping equipment and sensitive security documents from his residence in Abuja. A statement issued on behalf of the family on Monday by Mr. El-Rufai's son, Bello El-Rufai, who is a serving member of the House of Representatives, described the claims contained in a court filing submitted at the FCT High Court in Abuja by the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, as falsehoods and part of a malicious smear campaign. The statement said no such equipment was found during the search of the former governor's home by ICPC agents. The statement was issued in response to media reports on the counter affidavits the ICPC filed in opposition to Mr. El-Rufai's fundamental rights enforcement suit. Mr. El-Rufai had filed the suit at the court, alleging that his arrest and detention violated his fundamental rights. He asked the court to declare the actions of the anti-graft agencies unlawful and to award him 1 billion naira in damages. Well, let's now bring in law lecturer at the University of Hull, Dr. Mesbah Lateef, who joins me live on TVC News at 7 for more. Dr. Lateef, ICPC says it has recovered wiretapping equipment from Nasir El-Rufai's Abuja residence, but his family is crying foul, condemning the allegation and describing it as falsehood and part of a malicious smear campaign. What do you make of this?
Well, it is now the words of the family against that of the ICPC, or the one of the ICPC against them. But as a matter of public, I would say credibility. I mean, we can presume for now, and I say this as a matter of law, there's something we call presumption of regularity.
Say about this, because it does appear as though Mr. El-Rufai had seen ahead that perhaps the ICPC could find something that it would present in court.
Well, for me, without prejudice to what Mr. El-Rufai has filed, but based on what we already know, I mean, we know the ICPC has also responded, and I've also read their response as reported in the media, the counter affidavit that they filed. It is actually premature at this stage to be asking a court to dismiss a piece of evidence obtained, I mean, by a security agency or an investigator. So the fundamental human right for me really, with due respect again, doesn't seem to have much ground, particularly given that the ICPC has now made it clear that they obtain a court order, to keep him for 14 days, which has not yet expired. You will recall that I had earlier expressed concern regarding indefinite detention, which I argue, would be against the law. But as it is now, if his fundamental human right is built on what you call unlawful detention and maybe illegal search warrant or whatever it is. Now, with the evidence that the ICPC actually got an order to detain him beyond 48 hours, and probably they also have a search warrant to search his house and all of those, it's very difficult to see the fundamental human right, succeeding before the High Court where he has filed it. Because in this case, the ICPC will be justified by law to have kept him for this long. They will also be justified to have carried out the search. I mean, it's part of investigatory procedure to search, the premises of an accused person or a suspect